Welcome back, guys, and good morning. It's February 3rd today, and I'm finally getting into it. In the first 2 days of February, I've worked more than 20 hours probably, so it's been a little busy over here. But today, I have some time to sit down and work on some things. Priority number one is going to be setting up my planner for the month of February and finalizing what I want to get done this month. I have done some pre-planning right here, and I even have a to-do list for this week. I have penciled in some things in the planner, but let me work on that and I'll show you what I've got going on for this month. Making progress. All right, I think I am done working on the planner for today. It's pretty much set up, but if it needs any finishing touches, that'll be another day. This is what it's looking like, and it was very much made easier by my pre-planning here. I already had a list of to-do tasks for this week, as well as some idea of what I wanted to get done in February. But here we have my calendar with the birthdays and events I have planned so far. I'm thinking there might be some other things I'm forgetting, but like I said, that's okay. I'll add them in as they come to me now that I have the space to add them. Up here, I have whatever's left over of my goals. February is the last month for my year, so this is anything and everything that's left over to be done. I am still pretty confident that I will get most of these done, but there are a few on here that I have some doubts about. I guess we'll see, but I am going to give it my best try. And the lower part of the page here is dedicated to to-do lists. I have a big general to-do list here that I will continue with just putting down everything that I think of that needs doing. And then I have 4 spaces here for the 4 weeks of this month. And in each of those spaces, I will be doing a to-do list dedicated to that week. So I'll be pulling items from here as well as, whatever's in my head. And I'll be making that list here, hopefully being able to check it off. I am being a little ambitious with everything I want to get done. But there are 2 reasons for that. One, like I mentioned, this is the last month of the year. So this is the big push to get everything done and on track so I can start the new year well. But also on week 4 of February, I am planning a little getaway. Maybe right now it's like 50-50 up in the air. But if that happens, that is going to affect what to-do items I can get done in which week, as well as how I can get my goals accomplished. And that's because a few of these here, like the new place, new experiences, are pretty much counting on this vacation to make them happen. If not, I'm going to have to scramble a little bit and think out of the box. But I don't know what's going to happen yet, so I'm trying not to worry about it. I do appreciate that after having 2 pretty busy days, today was kind of a chill. And the things I worked on were very nice and relaxing as well. I did enjoy sitting here looking out my window, enjoying the rest of my candle, and watching some good YouTube videos for myself as well. And I can already check off a task from my weekly to-do list. So that's great. Hopefully I can keep the momentum going and finish out this year strong. As excited as I am for things to come, I am also very excited for this month and everything I can finish up. But as for today, it is time to get to work. Good morning on Wednesday. It's 10 a.m. and I've basically been procrastinating all morning. However, there are 2 things that I really want to get done today, but they are 2 big things. One of them is to do my weekly cleaning tasks, and that is dishes, counters, toilet, bathroom sink, sweeping, folding all the laundry, and watering the plants. That may seem like a lot to some or not much at all to others, but for me, because I hate cleaning, it's a lot mentally. The second thing I really want to get done is running some errands. One that is a must is picking up the cat's medication from the vet. But while I'm out, I was really hoping to get some grocery shopping done. So for at least the last hour, I've been going back and forth on which I should start with, and I have done nothing. My preference, of course, is to start with going out and getting my errands done because I wanted to postpone the cleaning. But here I was sitting and telling myself that maybe I should get the harder task of cleaning done and be finished with it and then go do my other tasks. I know that there's a lot of advice out there about doing the difficult task first, but for me, what I found is that I ultimately can't make myself do that task, and I end up wasting the time or the day not doing anything at all. So for me, sometimes it does make sense to start with the easy task so that I can build momentum to the other big task. And even if I don't ever get to the bigger task, it's okay, I still got some stuff done. Otherwise, I end up doing nothing and then just feeling bad. That's the current reality for me. Would I like to work on that and make a difference in that area of my life? Sure. but that is a work in progress. As difficult as it is to get up from the couch because I have a nice warming cat on me, it is time for that to happen. It looks like today I managed to successfully scoot him off my lap. Let's go. First and foremost, I need to sweep here in the kitchen and in the hallway because somebody went a little crazy with the cat litter. And once I'm done with the floors, I need to address this. All of this has been sitting here for a while. And then once the dish drying rack is empty, this is step number 2. It's been a while since I timed myself doing my weekly cleaning tasks. I think last time I was able to get it done roughly within an hour. But I want to time myself today too. That will also motivate me, gamify it a little bit. You do whatever you need to do to make things happen. So I'm going to start working at 10:10, and then at the end, I'll let you know how long it took. As you can see, it did in fact get pretty crazy here. I did struggle with that floor a little more than expected, but I just cracked open a cleaning drink and I'm ready to move on to step 2. And here it is, clean counters, empty sink, and a dryer rack full of dishes. This was a hard one. I was kind of struggling at the end. I really don't have the energy. I thought I was going to leave the utensils for next time. Also, this water bottle here, I swear I am going to wash this next time I do dishes. And then that way my counter can actually be clean. It's been here way too long. Unfortunately, that is one of the reasons that I don't use reusable water bottles as much as I should. But I am striving to one day improve that. Nice and shiny in the sink area. And the toilet's looking pretty good too. And just like that, an hour has passed. It's 11:12 right now, and I'm technically only halfway through my list of cleaning tasks for the week. What I have left over is watering the plants, which I'm going to do right after this. I also have sweeping, which I've only done half because I've done the kitchen and the hallway. The living room is still a mess and it has not been swept except a little bit by the door. And that's because I want to try out the Pet Hair Champion in real conditions. I did run it once last week after setting it up and letting it charge, but the floor was pretty clean. We'll see how he does today. I really don't have the time right now to sit here and babysit the vacuum, so I'm going to do that later. And finally on my list is folding my laundry. I did do majority of my laundry yesterday. There are some things left over, but they're big items that I don't have to worry about folding or putting away or anything like that necessarily. However, my cat is sleeping on my unmade bed and I just don't have the heart to kick him off because folding and putting away laundry is not a difficult task for me, not one that I'm dreading at all. So maybe while I'm running the vacuum here in the living room, I can go into the bedroom and do some folding. I think technically I only have about 15-20 minutes of cleaning, even if I was sweeping manually. So I don't think that's too bad. Obviously, my weekly cleaning tasks are just the very bare minimum that I've come up with to stay on top of the mess in my house. After that last clip, I just sat on the couch and fell into that trap of scrolling on my phone for half an hour. So I decided I just needed to get out of the house and keep going with my other tasks. I just went to the vet and picked up the cat's medication. That was quick and easy. And now I am here at a local park and I'm going to take a little walk. As you can see, the sun is shining, and although it may not be warm, it will certainly feel a little bit like it could possibly be warm in the sun. So I want to take advantage of that and enjoy it. And after a quick walk, I'm going to go and do some grocery shopping. Hopefully we can get it all done. Boy, am I glad I decided to take a walk. It's pretty nice out here. And the trail's not too bad either. I guess the park is doing some tree trimmings. Don't mind if I do. That was a half hour well spent. The last few times I've went on for walks, I never plan on it or I don't really allot enough time. And I always feel like I'm craving for more, especially on a nice day, because once you're moving, today is pretty warm with the sun. And I picked up some treasures for a project. Yay! I am excited now. But it's time to do some grocery shopping so I have something to eat for the week. I stopped by a couple different stores and this is what I got. I paid about $18. Let's see what this thing can do. The floor is pretty dusty and dirty, so we'll see after. And so far, the cats are not big fans. It's the next day. I did not finish my cleaning tasks yesterday, unfortunately, but I do want to include them in the video that I want to publish today. So we're going to catch up on those things. It's going to be quick and easy. But before I get into that, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts on the vacuum yesterday. And let me preface this by saying that I believe this is user error because I didn't actually read the user manual, which I will going forward. But it went around my room, and it's not a huge room by any means, for maybe an hour, just zigzagging here and there and definitely missing certain spots altogether. I tried to wait as long as I could before I had to go to work, but finally I had to shut it down after an hour. Not only is it very loud and annoying, but I couldn't watch it be so inefficient. It was really bugging me because I kept imagining how if I had a vacuum, I could have done this in 5 minutes. So again, I think I just need to program it in a certain way and figure out how it actually works instead of just letting it go wild, because that was not it. Ultimately, it did make the floor 100 times better, but yeah, no, I can't do that. Maybe that's why people have these programmed to run when they're not at home. Either way, I'll try it again next week after I actually read the owner manual and figure out the settings, and we'll see if it's any better then, but I don't think this would be for me. Luckily, this isn't mine, this is my mom's, and once I have it figured out, I will set it up in her house. Hopefully, it'll work for her. But if nothing else, this is putting the urgency on me figuring out where my vacuum is. Anyway, let's quickly finish up my cleaning list. And just like that, the laundry is folded and is ready to be put away. This was quick and easy as anticipated. Although I did have to steal about 15 minutes of the new day to get all my cleaning tasks finished, that will be it for this video. I'd like to put out 2 videos a week in February, ideally on Thursday, and that video will contain the first half of the week, and that should have my cleaning in it. And then the second video would be coming out on Sunday, and that would be more focused on working on my goals and my to-do list in the planner. This will also create a deadline for me to finish my cleaning early each week. So let me go finish editing and uploading this video, and I will see you on Sunday.